All right, y'all. Before we dive in, a quick heads up.
This show is raw, real, and definitely not rated PG.
We're talking about adult themes, sexual content, and the kind of stuff you probably don't want blasting through your speakers at work or around your kids.
So grab some headphones, pour your drink of choice, and get comfy.
Oh, and just so we're clear, we are not licensed therapists, counselors, or sex couches. Sex coaches,
Sex coaches.
not sex couches.
We're just a couple of people sharing our lives, experiences, and sexy adventures in ethical non-monogamy. So with that, pull up a chair and enjoy the show.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam.
And I'm Pris.
And today we're talking about what nobody warns you about when you start swinging. I think we all know. I think we know, but we may not all know.
Man.
Yeah.
Yes. And when we say nobody, we mean nobody.
Nobody, not your
Nobody.
friends, not your internet, not the people who make it look effortless like us.
So if you're new, or even if you've been doing this for a while, you're probably gonna feel very seen.
Well, anyways, before we jump in, make sure you follow the show, guys. Make sure you follow the show. Share it with someone you trust and leave us a review because that really helps us. The people need to find us.
Yes.
They like conversations like this. So
They're important, guys.
help us, help you. Oh, gosh. I hope Jerry Maguire doesn't sue me for that one. I
Yeah,
totally
he
took
won't.
that from that movie. Okay, so we're going to jump right into this. Let's talk fantasy versus reality. Now, I had somebody, I did a TikTok live one day, and somebody had mentioned, hey, can you talk about fantasy versus reality when it comes to the lifestyle? And I said, I actually did some content on that, and I referred them back to it. Fantasy
right.
versus reality. I think a bunch of new people that come in have this fantasy about what it's like to be swingers.
Yeah.
We've all seen the
Yeah.
kind of the setup scenes on porno and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It just looks incredible.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I mean, fantasy is very hot.
yeah.
The reality, not so hot. There's
Yeah.
lots of different layers to that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I had one guy say to me, he said, I feel like I don't want to talk. Like you keep telling me that we have to communicate and we got to talk about our feelings and stuff like that. He said, I don't want to do that. I just want to have sex.
Oh.
I just want to have sex with people. I don't want to do that. That's the reality of it. You have to talk.
Yeah.
You have to talk.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure that there are people in this community who will share that with you as far as, well, I don't feel like talking. Let's just get down to it.
Mhm.
There are transactional people in this
Mhm.
community, and I think that's, hey, there is a pot for every lid.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of us, a large portion of us, that communication is where it's at.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I think it's healthier.
Yeah,
Communication's healthier. So,
abs-
yeah.
totally agree with that. Yeah, I mean,
Why
if
are
you,
you staring at me
I'm
like
sorry, you're pretty. I like to look at pretty girls. You know, there are emotions that come with sex. Whether you can separate sex and love, it doesn't matter. There are still feels.
Yeah.
There are still things that you got that maybe you haven't felt before that all of a sudden these things are arising. And if you don't know how to talk about
What you do is you push them down, guys. You push them down.
no, don't listen to her. You talk to
you
your
don't,
spouse.
You don't. You just push them down, guys.
This is like the angel and the devil on your
Yeah.
shoulder.
Push them
Listen to me,
down.
guys. Even though I'm wearing red, I am not the devil. I promise you. You want to
No,
talk to it. You want to communicate.
Yeah, emotional whiplash.
Now,
for
obviously,
sure.
if you're single,
I think-
communication, you don't have to communicate with a partner, but you still got to communicate with the people you want to play with.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you're gonna find your people, right? But he is very right. Communication is a big thing.
And that's the reality of it.
That is definitely the reality.
And it can
of
take
it.
the sexiness away, guys. I'm sorry. I hate to be the
Don't
bearer
let
of
it.
bad
Y'all
news.
are adults. Like we're all adults. Don't let it take the sexiness. Like think of it as they're going to tell you everything you want to know and how they're feeling. And it's going to be so invigorating. Now, if you're the person talking about it, it's hard, but you got this, man.
Yeah.
I got your back.
I mean, like I said, communication is not very sexy. And a large portion of it the reality of it is that's what a lot of this is communication.
Mhm.
Now, let's continue talking about fantasy versus reality. A lot of people seem to think that you can walk into a club or a house party and the fantasy is what they've seen in a Cinemax movie.
It is
Uh,
not like that.
these tall, leggy, beautiful, model-esque people. Everybody is top-notch, high-quality hotness. Everybody's scantily clad and just it's a free-for-all orgy, whatever the experience is. Let me pump the brakes for you.
It is definitely like that.
That is not realistic at all.
No, guys.
Not realistic at all.
No.
And a lot of people come in with those expectations. And as soon as you go to your first house party, you can
Mhm.
be very, very disappointed.
I think it's very intimidating for a lot of women.
You think so?
I do, and I say this because we are the ones that are usually dressed very we get very insecure, more so than the guys. Y'all are fully dressed.
Well, so we are fully dressed,
And I
but
know y'all get insecurities. I'm not
in
saying that y'all don't.
in
I'm
the
just
guy
saying
defense, let me tell you
y'all
something.
are more when it's party time, like when it's
In defense of my guys here,
okay, go ahead.
understand that we may be fully dressed,
Mhm.
but you have your pick of the litter. As a guy, it
Mm.
doesn't matter what
I
we look
mean,
like. It doesn't matter what we smell like. It doesn't matter what we do to get in your face.
yeah.
We will either be chosen by you or we won't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's that old saying that men, what is it? Women fuck who they want. Men fuck who they can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can choose to play with whoever you want, and it doesn't matter what you look like. Believe it or not, ladies. I know some of you are probably rolling your eyes. You're probably thinking, yeah, this guy's full of crap. I haven't had anybody hit on me. Chances are you have had somebody hit on you, but maybe you didn't find them attractive. Uh, you know, the fact is, it really doesn't matter what you look like. If you have the genitalia of a woman, a lot of these guys are going to go for you in this lifestyle. Now, they're not gonna be quality guys so most of the time,
Yeah.
but realistically, you have your pick. You can choose to have sex with whoever you have available, whoever comes popping up, whereas most men have to walk home alone because maybe they got overlooked, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I get that, women have a lot of pressure to look a certain way, and
Mhm.
chances are their body is showing a lot more than
Mhm.
men and stuff like that, but it's almost like the natural balance of things, because where women are insecure about that, men are insignificant.
Yeah.
And most women want other women.
Yeah.
So not only are we competing with each other, we're competing with other women. That's hard.
That's what she said.
Oh. So yeah, the fantasy of this incredible party, this incredible scenery,
Mhm.
you know, what what your expectations are because you have these fantasies. The reality of it is that it is not that. Now, as you make connections, as you talk to people, you're going to notice there are attractive people. They're not perfect because nobody's perfect, but there are attractive people out there.
Yeah.
And you're going to be like, whoa, that's what I was looking for. And then the moment you go up to them, they're not even going to look twice at you. And that's reality. I'm just serving you guys up some real. That's all it is.
That's very real.
That's very real.
Reality.
She's making fun of me.
No, you're right. It's, you're gonna see them and be like, "Ooh, yeah," and then, nah, they ain't gonna give you the time of day.
Yeah, it's expectations versus
Yeah.
experience. You have this expectation going in. Now, this is why I'm always nervous whenever I go to something and it's the very first time. I was extremely nervous the first time going to a brand new club.
Mhm.
I'm extremely nervous for the first time going to a house party
Mhm.
because I don't know what to expect. And if I don't know what to expect, I don't want to have these convoluted expectations in my head just to show up and be disappointed or anything like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's that anxiety of not knowing. And then I go through it and I've done it. And then after that, I have no anxiety. I'm
It's
good.
gone.
That's right. But, I really go through this without trying to have any expectations because of that,
Yeah.
that whole rule of fantasy versus reality. The fantasy of it is that you're going to go into a house party and you're going to bang it out with some really hot people.
Mhm.
The reality of it is you're probably going to go into a house party. You're going to people watch for a little while. You'll shake hands with a couple people, probably eat a few slices of cheese, tell your wife, hey, you want to go get some hamburgers and go home? Yeah, let's do that.
That's
Uh,
fun,
and
guys.
that's reality.
Yeah.
And I know that's reality because that's our reality oftentimes. Of course, we don't leave without at least playing with each other.
Yeah.
That's right. But that really is what it comes down to, expectation versus experience.
Yeah.
Your experience is going to be very different from your expectations.
That very different.
Very different, let me tell you. So I'm just saying, keep that in your mind.
It's there.
That's right. Moving on. Jealousy is sneaky. Jealousy is sneaky.
I always have jealousy. It's not sneaking up on me.
It really depends on the person you are.
That little bitch
Uh,
stays there.
no, actually, I've had jealousy from you come out like days later before.
I know, but it's there immediately. I just don't let it out.
Well, sometimes you don't realize it. Like if it's a subtle thing,
Yeah.
you don't realize it in the moment. And then like a day or two later, you're like, huh.
Yeah. It does take a little bit, but
But you are fantastic because your jealousy is usually quite immediate.
yeah.
It usually is quite immediate in the
I
moment.
am if you don't know, you're gonna know. I am a
Mhm.
very jealous person.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing that's gonna change about that. That's just the way I am built.
I've learned
And
to accept it.
I am
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is, I never left you.
yeah, I'm a very jealous person. And so it doesn't sneak up on me, but it's not always immediate for some people. It like, you're right. It does take me sometimes a little bit and it hits later and then I'm like, ugh,
I don't normally get jealous, but when
no.
I do, it's usually immediate. It's usually immediate.
It's
It's usually
immediate and
immediate.
it's
Uh,
very cutesies.
it doesn't happen very often, but when
No.
it does happen, it's usually in the moment.
Yeah.
It's immediate, and it doesn't manifest itself in an ugly way.
Yeah.
It's normally like
Now
nudge, wink, wink. What were you doing?
now
Why were you doing that?
yeah, I was gonna ask you. I remember you, when we were poly, and you would get jealous about other people.
Uh huh.
And I would be like, "What the hell are you why are you getting jealous about that person and you're not getting jealous about my stuff? What is that about?" And I never understood it. And I actually don't understand. I don't need to understand it now because that's never it's sorry,
It's
never.
an insecurity thing. I've
Mm,
never been insecure with our relationship.
mm,
Ever. I've never doubted you.
mhm.
From the moment that we started going together, this woman has been so loving and just all about me that I've never doubted. I've never doubted you. And so because of the security that I have in our relationship, that insecurity never came up. So that's why I really don't get jealous
But
with
why
you
would you get jealous of the other people?
because I didn't know who the fuck they were.
And that's an insecurity?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But with you, it's not. And it's never been. And really, I also the whole process of being poly, the whole process of dating others and that whole thing just felt very high school, felt
Mm,
very high school.
yeah.
And it triggered a lot of stuff for me. It made me feel like I was back in high school.
Yes.
And I felt like
Yeah.
I was being judged by the attractive girls in a negative
Mm.
way. And, I couldn't get anybody to pay attention to me. Guys, going back to fantasy versus reality, just saying, that's the reality
I
of
mean, he did have
polyamory.
women, but he just didn't like the type of women that it was.
I mean, it was okay. I dated,
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend here and there, but it was really that's what it came down
Okay.
to,
I was just asking.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you can ask away. By all means. I don't get offended by it. I mean, that's what we do. We talk about it.
Yeah.
But being poly was very, very difficult for me in the fact that it just made me very insecure,
Mhm.
very
Yeah, it did.
insecure in myself.
It did.
And I just felt like high school all over again. I
Mhm.
think I told you that. I don't know how many
Mhm.
times I was like, man, I feel like I'm in freaking high school again.
Yeah.
And I don't like it because I didn't like high school. Just saying. So anyway, yeah, that's I did get a little jealous back then. I don't get jealous very much with you. There are occasional things that will come up and I'll be like, whatever. Oh, he was so funny. Oh my God. No, it wasn't that funny. I mean, he
You
said
said you don't
something
get
that was
jealous about that.
begrudgingly, ha ha ha
You
ha.
said you don't get jealous about that anymore. You're like, "Eh, it's okay."
It's been a while. What can I say? You haven't met too many funny guys. And let's keep it that way.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you're my
Mhm.
best audience. So, yeah, but I will say that jealousy can be sneaky. I have
Yeah.
seen it in people. Sometimes you want to process certain moments, and it
Me, you've
takes a
seen
little
it in me
while.
for a
Yeah,
long yes,
yeah.
yeah.
And so it can be a little sneaky. It can sneak up on you, and sometimes those conversations between partners can sneak up on you. You gotta be
Yes.
prepared for it. You gotta be prepared
I
for it.
always have to wait and frame my questions.
But you are very obvious to me. I can always tell when you're processing, because you're completely quiet. You're spaced out.
Yeah.
And that is not you. That's not your
No.
personality. The only time you space out is when there's a lot in your head, and it's normally something heavy, man, and it's normally something dealing with me. This is what it is. I can't help it. But hey, look, you do a cute shrug. All is
You're
forgiven, guy.
you're
No, I mean, I get it. So anyways, yeah, like I said, jealousy can be sneaky. It's not always the case, though. I will say that because it's
yeah.
not the case between us. It's not what we do.
No.
But
Wait, the jealousy or the sneaky part?
the sneaky part. No, the jealousy is there. I know the jealousy is there.
Sorry.
But I have also learned
You have.
how to
Yeah, I think you're really good at it. And I've learned to express myself better.
oh, yeah.
I do take a while to process things,
Mhm,
so
mhm.
we will discuss it. I have to pick and choose my battles because my jealousy is a major trigger for our relationship because
Yeah.
it's very I'm not going to say toxic because it is what it is, man.
That's not even the problem. It's
It's
more
not
so that
even
we both came from very jealous
yeah.
previous relationships,
And
and we said we
so
would never do that again.
yeah, but he understands how I am. So
And literally the only time that we've ever broken up, it was for 24 hours, and it was when we were first together.
yes.
It's like a month in, maybe something
Yeah.
like that, and it was over jealousy.
Mhm.
And I was like, "Dude, I can't.
Yeah.
I've done that. I've been there. I'm not doing this anymore." And then 24 hours later, we realized we can't be away from each other.
Yeah.
So it didn't work.
So I mean, he is how
And
he
she's
is
still
and I am
jealous.
yeah. I mean, you are how you are and I am how I am and
And we
you
make
got to
it work.
just learn to deal with it, man.
Yeah, we make it work. You got to make it work.
Yeah.
If the priority is your relationship, you learn to make it work. And you learn to, I don't know how many times we talked about getting on a level,
Navigating it and yeah.
getting on some sort of compromising level.
Yeah.
We both get what we want and we both don't get what we want because we're here.
Yeah.
We're on the right level where we can have that.
Yeah.
And then of course you've grown so much
Yeah, I
throughout
have.
the years, and just since we've had the podcast, like, you've come a long way.
I'm a big girl now. I'm a big girl now. I
That's
can do
right.
this now.
That's right. You are. I'm proud of you. I'm
Thank
proud of
you.
you. I'm mega proud of you. I think you've done an amazing job. You've kept an open mind. I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to be that husband that was like, "Come on, sweetheart, you can do this." Like coaching you to be non-monogamous, because to me that seems like grooming.
Yeah.
Like if your partner doesn't want to be non-monogamous and you do, well, sorry for you.
Yeah.
Either you're going to realize that your relationship is your priority and you're going to have to put that on the back end,
Mm-hmm.
or your relationship isn't your priority and you say, okay, well, I'll see you later. I'm going to go live this life. I mean, those are your choices. But I always knew that my wife was my priority. And so it was easy to make that decision.
I like that.
Yeah,
You're so handsome.
that's romantic.
You're so
That's
romantic.
romantic. Now, I wanted to get into this one. When rejection hits harder than expected, I hate rejection. I hate rejection. And people always tell me, they're like, well, it's not rejection. Oh my gosh. Those people that know everything about the lifestyle.
It's
It's not
rejection.
rejection.
Yeah.
You can't call it rejection because blah, 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 blah.
Today we're calling it rejection.
We're calling it rejection. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
guys. I get what you, and I've heard the argument, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I get it. I think what they say is it's not rejection because it's one of those things where they don't owe you. It's like maybe it's a no right now, or maybe it's a maybe or whatever. You really shouldn't be trying. I think people have said you shouldn't be trying to sleep with other people. You should just be going out making connections. And it's like, well, you shouldn't be telling people how they should be doing what they like to do.
You don't tell me what to
What
do.
I'm saying? But I've heard it before, and I'll hear it over and over again. And hey, cool. But you know what? For me, it's a rejection.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
whether it's a no right now and a no forever, or no just for now, but maybe later, it's still a rejection. If
Yeah.
you're being told in the
Yeah.
moment, it's a rejection.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other way about
I
it.
don't like rejection.
Oh, no, and luckily, you haven't been rejected that often.
I don't even try because I don't wanna be rejected.
Oh, that sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me. So that's my line, actually. Thank you very
No,
much.
that's
Like I
fine.
said, this was all very triggering for me at the beginning because it felt like high school. You know, when we first started as swingers, everybody wanted her, and I got none of that.
And now everybody wants him and I get nothing.
Oh, you hear the jealousy there? Did you guys hear it?
I didn't
Hear it?
it's not sneaky.
Oh my I do not get a lot of the attention. That's not true.
Okay.
But I've gotten more attention lately, which is kinda nice.
Yeah.
But
Go sleep with that one.
guys, I don't know how long we're gonna have this podcast, but that
Beyond Monogamy,
that could
the
be a
aftermath.
form of rejection there. You know, I really, really I had a lot of trauma from when I was in high school and college. I wasn't successful with the women. I
Yeah.
wasn't. I felt like most of the women that
Do
I
you
was
still carry
around
that?
were shallow. I don't.
Because it's been years. Not that it goes away, but do you still carry that?
I don't.
That's good.
I don't. I'm actually really not. So for the longest time to get over that, what I started saying was, "You know what? I'm not even gonna put myself out there like that."
Oh, that's right.
Remember? I said,
Yeah.
"I'm not
And you
even
did that.
gonna I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna put myself out there to be
Mhm,
rejected.
mhm.
I'm just gonna be everybody's friend."
Yeah.
And now if you reject my friendship, well, then you're just a dick because I'm a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? And in which case, hey, the trash just took itself to the curb. But I'm offering friendship to everybody. And if you like my friendship, then it's easier at some point for you to see the person that I am rather than the person that I look like. And you can go, you know what? That guy, I would totally bang him. And I can accept that. I can accept that. So, you know, that became my strategy was I'm not going to go out there and throw myself out there to random people that I find attractive and be like, "Hey, do you want to have sex with me?" And then just to be told, "Yeah, no, that's weird. No, I'm good." Instead, I'm going to be everybody's friend, and if it comes up nonchalantly, the idea maybe comes across, or if you get a little flirty and I'm reading some colored green flags, then yeah, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier. But now, since 2025 was the year of Confident Adam, I faked it till I made it, not maked it, but made it. And the confidence stuck because I realized that people, when they get to know me, they start to like me. And guess what? A likable
Little do
character.
they know.
I'm a likable character. Just don't take me home. So so yeah, I rejection was a big thing for me
Yeah.
though. I really struggled with it. I don't struggle with it now, and I think it has a lot to do with confidence, but it also comes down to my strategy. Now, as far as you're concerned, I find this interesting. You've only been rejected by a guy once. That one really blew you away because you were like, "What the hell?" But as far as
Oh, was that the
women,
guy that I was like,
yeah,
and he was
yeah,
like,
but
yeah.
yeah. But as far as women are concerned, have you ever been rejected by women?
No, but I've never really attempted. Well, actually, yeah, I have. No, I've never
What?
been rejected by a woman. Yeah, no, never.
Wow.
And the guy, I mean, was that really a rejection?
You know,
I mean, he just said,
I don't
you intimidate
I mean,
me."
I would like to count it just to make us feel like you're humble,
No,
but no.
I'm not humble.
That's a big head right there. Those headphones are gonna come off pretty
But you love
fast. Oh,
me.
yeah, well, I mean, I can love you and see your ego inflating.
Oh, are we gonna talk about inflating egos?
Hey, I'm just saying, you know what? Out of the two of us, I deserve to have an inflated ego
And why
out of
don't
all these
I?
years because you had a great you were like, oh, I grew up with having two boyfriends all the time, and
But that
I had
doesn't
all these
mean
guys.
anything. I
You
still
tell
had
our kids that you're like,
insecurities.
I had all these
Yeah, but I
boys
still had
beckoning me.
insecurities.
You had people waiting on you hand and foot. You had a guy who you would take advantage of that he would
That
buy
has
you stuff.
nothing,
Like,
but I didn't
get out of
have
here.
anything like
I couldn't get a girl to look at me
exceptional
twice.
in my heart. Yeah, I have a lot of insecurities.
You were never given that experience of putting your heart towards somebody and having it crushed.
Yeah, I have. Hello, you're my third marriage.
Yeah, but you didn't love the second one.
Okay, I love the first one.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
We're gonna compare hurtings,
Possibly.
hurts, scars.
Hearts.
My scars are bigger. I'm older.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
How would you
Rejection is
say
hard.
so you now, as you are, if you were to be rejected, I know it's hypothetical, but say, we're at the club, you're trying to experiment more with, if you see somebody that you find
Mhm.
attractive, you're trying to be more open into just going up to them and saying,
Mhm.
flirting with them and seeing where it goes because you have that ability. You can do
Mhm.
that. Say you do so. Say
Mhm.
you find somebody attractive the very first time that you decide you're going to put yourself out on the line,
Okay.
and you go out there and you talk to them and things seem pretty good. And then you finally put yourself out there, nervous, and you say, "So I'd really like to go to the back with you if you're interested." And the guy says, "I'm good, but thank you." What then?
I
Like,
would be like, "Okay, cool."
and then would you just walk away? You'd like just
Yes.
leave? Like you wouldn't continue
I
talking
would
to him.
not
You wouldn't
conti
be the friend. Like what if you wanted to continue conversation? You'd be like, "Hey, where are you going? Thought we were talking."
be like, "Peace." Yeah.
Wow. I would stay there talking.
I'd be embarrassed also.
Really? I've been rejected enough to not be embarrassed anymore.
Good one.
Yeah, you see the difference? That's why I'm humble.
I'd be like, "What? Okay."
I'm just saying. I'm just
I would
saying.
be embarrassed. I'd
You know,
walk
I
away.
I wanna say with the exception of the lady sitting next to me, I would say all of you listeners out there, almost every one of us have had an experience where we have been embarrassingly rejected.
Yeah.
I know it's difficult, but if you could just take a moment, open your laptop or even get on your phone, right? You type in www.beyond-monogamy.com. You go to the top where it says Beyond Monogamy Confessional. Bro, you can leave a 100% anonymous
I like that.
confession. And you can tell us all about how you were rejected. And you know what? We'll never know who it was.
I thought this
We'll
the
never know.
scenario that we were just talking
Yeah.
about, I felt like it really happened. And then you said, except for the lady next to me, and I was like, "Wait, I just got rejected." It wasn't.
it was hypothetical, dude. He didn't exist.
Oh,
Oh my
I
gosh.
swear.
Yeah. Cause that's
Oh,
where
okay.
sorry. So you don't know your triggers until they happen. This one
Oh,
I happen to agree with to an extent.
oh, I agree all the way. You don't know. Especially
Yeah.
when you're sharing your partner, you don't know these feelings.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're horrible and they're gut crunching and they're like, "Oh, what just happened?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And then then you have a conversation and then it's all okay or
It
it's not.
it changes. It
Yeah.
changes. Uh, you know, I think some people have heard me discuss how we started in the
Mhm.
lifestyle. And, really, I knew she had experience with it. I didn't. And so I really had to see how I was going to take to it. I'm one of those,
Mhm.
I'm all about the experimental stuff. So I'm like, okay, let's find a single guy and whoever you're interested in and bring him over. And I'm going to watch you guys and we'll see where it goes. We'll see how it goes. I
Yeah.
have to see how I'm going to feel about this
Yes.
because if I don't like it, we're not going to do it. I got to see for the very first time my wife
Mhm.
kissing another man, and it wasn't some podunk guy off the street. This guy was hitting the gym. You know what I'm saying? And I was a little chubby. Oh,
Big boy.
I could have very easily had some insecurities. Of course, I've never been insecure about our relationship, so I didn't. But I do remember seeing that very first kiss, and you feel your stomach drop. You feel like, whoa, knocks the air out of you because you don't expect it. But even though you expected it, you don't expect that
Mhm.
reaction. But you don't know what it's going to trigger unless you've tried something. And I'm a big believer in that. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not like it. I don't know if it's going to bring things up for me. And as you experience your first separate play, your first preference, you
Mhm.
know, you don't know if it's going to bother you until the moment.
Yes. Everything bothered me. It did. Everything bothered me. It took a lot for me to understand why it bothered me and kind of, I was
And
the one that everything bothered.
why did it bother you?
I don't want anybody better than me.
That's right. I remember you used to always tell me that. I don't want you to have anybody better than me. And I was like, "But I love you.
There's
Like, you're the
nobody better than
best.
me.
There is
Yeah.
nobody better than
Yeah.
you."
So it took a lot for me to understand that.
Ah, that's right. I completely forgot about that. I haven't heard you say that in years,
Years.
that
Yeah.
you were afraid that somebody would be better than you. I remember you didn't like you didn't like seeing me kiss other women
No. And
because
that's still not when we're playing, I don't mind. When it's a makeout session and it's like, all right, dude, like, let's wrap it up.
and you say that.
Wrap it up.
Semi-embarrassing, but you say that.
I
You're like,
do. Or I
"Okay.
make up, or I'm like,
All right, guys.
all right.
Let's break it up." And I'm like,
Yeah. Because it's like, there's a time and there's a place. And it's
"Well,
like,
if we're at
come
the
on.
club, that's
Yeah. But like if
literally
you're
the time
standing like
and the
in the
place."
highway, like on the hallway of it's like, come on now. Like, I'm going to go sit down.
Well, I'm not gonna go to
You go do your
I'm not
thing
gonna go to
then.
the beds to make out with
Yeah.
somebody,
Yeah. I mean, I
Just saying.
still, yeah,
See? So you see that?
I still,
Triggers
it is what it is,
until they happen.
peeps.
It really is. What are you gonna do?
What are you going to do? He's still happy. I don't keep him from, not
But,
doing.
it's not just experiences too. This community is so diverse
Yeah.
that you meet all different kinds of personalities, especially if you're those kind of
Oh,
people
yeah.
that you friend a lot of people and you're gonna meet all sorts of different personalities, and there are gonna be some people that will trigger you.
Yes.
There are gonna be some people that
Mhm.
will say things that will upset you.
Mhm.
It's gonna come up,
Mhm.
and it's a matter of how you handle it.
Mhm.
Um, we personally, we walk away as soon as
Yeah.
we
Um,
see stuff that
as soon
triggers
as we see
us.
stuff, or, he's my best friend, I can tell him, "Hey, that person is just, rubbing me wrong or whatever." We'll walk away. He'll be like, "Okay." Maybe it's maybe it's just my feeling at the moment. Doesn't mean it's always like that. I'm just, sometimes things do trigger me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you gonna do? And we're human, man.
Yeah.
We are human. That's how it goes. I love All right. Rules don't prevent pain. So there's people out there that think that if you have a bunch of rules set up, that you will not feel pain.
No.
Rules make them feel safe, but
I
realistically,
mean, they do make you feel safe.
they can. They
They
can.
do. They're rules, right? They're
Um,
rules that you put in place. So yeah, they're gonna make you feel safe. But
you can just communicate.
I know, but little baby steps.
Yeah. No, it is. It's a good place to start.
Yeah. But you're
Um,
still gonna have pain. It's not gonna keep you from any kind of pain.
it's not going to keep you safe. It
No.
really isn't. That's the whole thing about it. It's that whole going back to expectation versus experience. This is experience talking.
Mhm.
And initially, when we went in, we had a lot of rules and we
Mhm.
had the expectations that that was going to keep things solid, keep things on an even
Mhm.
keel. And no, there's no safe space when you have rules. Eventually, things come up.
Mhm.
Things will come up. And it doesn't mean all the time. It's not going to be a miserable situation, but you can't say that it's going to keep you 100% safe.
Yeah. No. And growth. Ooh, that's messy.
Yeah, yeah,
As you can tell.
but the reward is big. The reward
It
is big
is.
because when you see that growth, when you recognize it, like you've had several different times where you sat back and you're like, "I get it now.
I'm a big girl.
I get it now."
I
And
don't
I'm
need a
like,
bib.
yeah, I mean, it's hard. People cry.
Mhm.
It's like there's emotions.
Yeah.
It's a thing. So yeah, rules will not prevent pain.
They're not gonna keep you. I mean, it's for you and your mind, and like I said, little baby steps.
Baby steps.
Little baby steps is
Mhm.
fine, but they're not gonna keep you from you're still gonna have pain and discomfort. So
Yeah, yeah, and hopefully that pain and discomfort is emotional and it's not from, like, an STI.
communicate it. Communication.
I'm sorry. That was funny. I'm sorry, guys, but that was funny. Yes, communicate 100%. It's
Yeah.
all about communication. I know that you've heard us say that in a lot of different shows. Emotional labor isn't even.
Yeah.
So we're talking different processing speeds.
Yes. We do not process at the same speed.
No.
You might have a partner who is neurodivergent, like me.
Like this one.
And I process very different. I process at a very slower speed, and it can take me days to process certain things.
That is true. I can attest.
I am very reactive and Adam is very rational.
I'm logical.
And logical. There you go, logical. And I'm very reactive. So that alone is something you have to remember when you're processing these different feelings. So,
well, I think it's that balance that has always kept us
yeah. And it
working
hasn't
out.
always been like this. I feel like it's gotten better within like the last 3 years.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I'm on medication. Mental health is a big part of this, how you process.
Yeah.
And having a partner who understands that is very helpful. And a lot of y'all hopefully have that, but
we have different processing speeds, but we also have different needs.
Yes.
Yeah. What you needed was very different from what I needed.
Yeah.
I didn't need the reassurance that you needed,
No.
stuff like that. There was just a lot different between us, and that's the way most spouses are.
And it's still like that. We have been doing this for a long time, and I still require a lot because we don't play a lot.
Yeah, I know. Contrary to popular belief, we are not the sluts that everybody thinks we are.
And so that's why it's this many years, and I'm still processing things, and I'm still learning because we don't, it's different scenarios that come up.
Yeah. I think the big key is to learn how to support each other. And that's lifestyle or vanilla lifestyle. It's supporting your spouse, supporting your partner, and whatever that entails, whatever that need is.
Yeah.
You got to do your part.
You have to.
Yippers.
It's not going to work.
Validation can be addictive. Oh, yes, it can be.
Yeah. Yeah. Attention.
Totally.
A lot of attention. You need that.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something right quick. Let me tell you something.
Oh, we gotta be real right now.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be very real right now, because
you're
I am addicted to validation. I am yearning for people's acceptance. It's horrible. It's sickening. I hate that about me. I really do.
Yeah.
And I don't hate a lot about me, but that is the worst.
Yeah.
My wife here, she could care less about what people think. Me, on the other hand, I care what everybody thinks.
Yeah.
When somebody.
And so we balance each other like that, because I have
bad.
to remind him, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
And I'm like, it does matter.
And
it matters to me.
And it's like that's
when
an argument I don't ever win.
I find out somebody doesn't like me, and I'm like, have they met me?
Yes.
Why?
10 times and they still don't like you.
What was it about me they didn't like? And I know. There's always going to be somebody that doesn't like you. But I'm that person that I'm so addicted to validation. I watch our analytics on our podcast. If we didn't get good downloads, I'm like, why?
Yes.
Did they not like us that week? What happened? Was it the topic?
Yeah.
What did I do?
So it's things like that, and they could really make him feel a lot of anxiety.
Yeah, I feel like a failure at times.
Yeah. But they also give you like a confidence boost.
It does. It does give me a confidence boost because, like, for example, like TikTok. I started my TikTok in July because I was informed it was probably be a good idea to have a platform that we can push the podcast on.
Yeah.
And I started making these different pieces of content, and my TikTok has been taking off pretty damn well. And I've gotten the attention of some really, really cool people who have been doing this a while. And just seeing that alone, I'm up here, guys. I'm up here. I'm feeling great. I'm on top of the world.
I'm not.
And she is not. She's not feeling that.
Nope.
She's not feeling that. I don't know why you're not feeling it. Why are you not feeling that?
I
mean, because you have more followers than I do. You get likes and things like that,
I don't know. I don't. I'm not feeling that.
Would you ever? Did you ever? Have you ever? Would you ever?
Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think so.
Well, I just feel like because you don't give a shit whether people like you or not, I don't think that really bothers you. Does it?
No, it does.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really?
You can be an attention whore sometimes.
Ouch.
Yeah. So it's hard because I can't break that. And I'm like, dang, all right, fine. And then I just kind of give up and just be like, I'm just the wife.
That was rough.
No,
I can be an attention whore.
Oh,
sometimes.
Yeah.
Explain, por favor.
Just your social media, you like the attention.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah.
the point of social
Yeah,
media,
it
isn't it?
is, but and you love that. You love to have that attention. Like, you just like it, and you have to have it every day.
Yeah, well,
The attention.
that's an
Yeah,
addiction.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Attention whore.
I mean, we don't slut shame here, man. I'm just saying. But
I mean,
but how does that affect you?
you boast. I'm your best
Uh-huh.
friend.
So, okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
I'm
wait a
your
second.
best
Wait a second. So
friend.
you guys, y'all are gonna have to hit pause for a second because we got some marital shit to work out. If you'll excuse me for a second, okay? I never boast.
Yes,
I
you do.
never boast. I talk to my wife and my best friend about what's happening
You just
with my TikTok.
you
That
just
doesn't mean I'm bragging about it, but you take it as bragging because there's certain things that you're like, oh, well, I wish that would happen to me. And I'm like, come on, dude.
resentment.
What?
Yeah, is that what you call it? My resentment?
You have I don't want it to be resentment, but
But
is that what is that
I
where it's
don't
coming?
know.
Is that what's next?
I don't
I don't brag, man. I'm not bragging. I'm literally telling. So if I don't tell you, it's called communication, guys. If I don't tell you what's going on, you're not gonna know. So should I keep that to myself?
Oh, no, I love it.
Oh yeah, obviously.
I mean, you asked me.
Obviously, you love it.
I don't mind it, but you asked me if it bothers me. Yeah, sometimes it bothers me because I can't be there. I can't do that.
Yeah, no, I'm
So,
aware.
yeah.
I'm aware. But
Yeah.
if you were there with me,
Yeah.
it would be different.
Oh, so different. So different. But yeah, no, it's like me,
Poor little old you.
poor little old me. I don't have anything.
You know what's amazing is you got more followers than me, and you don't even really put out that much content. So I work.
I'm a woman, baby.
No, that's my point. That's
Yeah.
my point. I
No.
work
You
very
work very hard for your.
I work incredibly hard
Oh,
on the
yeah.
content that I
There
put
is
out.
there is no doubt.
I mean,
And that's what I'm saying.
a large portion of my day.
That's what I'm saying. Boast. That's fine. But you're asking me, and I'm being honest with you. You can't get mad.
I didn't get mad. I got passionate.
You can't get passionate.
I was a happy passionate. I still love you.
I love that. I see now that right there, I have compersion for. I love that you're happy about that. It boosts your ego.
It does.
I love that.
It
And
makes
I'm
me
going
feel
to tell
really
you
good.
that that's what I actually, the little tiny bit of stuff that I liked about Polly was very tiny. And it was that it really did boost your ego.
It boosted my confidence.
And your confidence.
It made me feel a lot
not
better.
ego, it's
So
confidence.
You have to understand that I grew up in an abusive household, and I never felt liked. I never felt like I was given the time of day by anybody. And so to be able to go on something like TikTok and get on live and something like that, and be able to talk to people, and they get to know me, and they're like, "Wow, you're an all right guy," and I'm like, "I am." But nobody ever gives me the time to find out. I had to get a friggin' podcast so that you guys could find out that I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm an all right guy. Anyways, just walk away from that one. We're going to move on from this. Don't worry. We're going to bounce back. But yeah, it really, I am addicted to that validation. I will admit it. It's a major flaw of mine.
Yeah.
And it does cause issue. I can have my ups and downs. I'll be riding high for like a week, and then I'll hit some lows for a couple days, and I'm like, dude, I'm a failure until I get validation again, and then I'm like, yay, I'm back on top. So yeah, so weird, so complicated emotionally and mentally. Now, the community isn't always soft.
No, it is not. Just imagine you're going into a new, we're all human, and you're going into a new place, a new spot. Yeah, there's unfortunately sometimes there's judgment.
Yeah.
And it's not even like what you're doing. It could just be just anything.
You know what's funny is I realized, in the community, I've talked to some people, and as much as I don't like to say this out loud, there's a lot of people who feel like there's a hierarchy in the communities, levels of hotness, stuff like that. I don't know, levels of popularity, etc., etc. But
yeah, and there is.
There can be.
There
it really
is,
depends on who you are. But I've had, we're very inclusive. We talk to everybody. It doesn't matter what you look like or anything like that. And I've talked to people, and they've been like, man, you guys are so popular, and people like to just come talk to you and stuff like that. And nobody talks to us. Nobody ever wants to talk to us. Nobody even talks about us.
Yeah.
People talk about you guys. And I'm like, well, that doesn't sound good at all.
At
And
all.
I think they meant it in a good way that people talk
Yeah.
about us, but, it's one of the and he's like, "Man, nobody even talks about us." And I'm like, "You know what?
Eh,
I
we're in the forefront. It's a little
It
different.
is
Like,
different."
we put ourselves out there.
Yeah,
You're
we're
gonna you're
public
gonna
facing.
gossip about us, you're gonna judge us, you're gonna say whatever.
Yeah.
Only one of us is gonna care what you say about
Well,
the
so
other one
I
is
will
not.
say that was funny. I will say though, I have gotten better about not taking bad comments to heart.
Yeah,
And
that's
I mean,
good.
just recently, like
Mhm.
this has been in the past couple
Yeah,
months. I really try,
yeah.
especially if it's on social media or like
Yeah,
foul
and that's our
comments
community.
on
Yeah,
YouTube, things like that. Like
yeah,
I just don't, I'm
yeah,
not thinking anything of it. I don't even respond to it most of the time because this space is not real
yeah.
online. Online is what are they, if they come up to my door and they tell me when I open the door, "Hey, your show sucks."
Mhm.
Then I'll be like, "Well, fuck, man, that sucks."
Yeah.
But you make a comment on my thing, whatever, dude.
Yeah,
Delete, delete, delete. It's all good. So I've gotten better about not taking those things to heart, but
yeah.
primarily because we are public facing. People do gossip about us.
Mhm.
People do pass judgment on us often. Um,
I'm mouthy.
this woman is
I am
mouthy.
mouthy. I'm mouthy here, I'm mouthy online. I am
Yeah,
very passionate about what I believe in,
yeah,
how I wanna live my life. Yeah, no, there's a lot of, it is what it is.
yeah. It is
So,
what it
no, the
is.
community isn't always soft.
No,
You gotta find your I'm not saying you have to find your clique. You just gotta find people that
find your tribe.
yeah, I mean, and it's okay if people aren't talking about you, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
good
okay.
thing.
It's actually a good thing. It's not a popularity contest.
No.
You
It
know,
feels like it is.
it feel like it can be.
Um,
That's why I said it feels like high school.
there's lots of groups, there's lots of hangout people that just have little cliques. There
Mhm.
is that is a thing that actually exists. It is just like when you were in high school.
Yeah,
Like, it really is, and I hate to say that, but it's the honest truth. You find your people, we're all adults, and you just have to be like, "Hey, well, I'm an adult, and we hang out with all different kinds of people." Like, we aren't
yeah.
those judgy, gossipy people. I mean,
No.
I like cheeseman just like the next person,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you could spill the
and
tea with us, but I don't wanna be in the tea.
yeah,
You
I
know
don't
what I'm
wanna be
saying?
in the tea at
That's
all.
right, don't put me in the tea.
But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's not always I mean, gosh, I have been called so many things.
Yeah, yeah, and we've had drama erupt
We
with
have
us,
had
it
drama.
is what it is, and it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
If you are involved in the community, it's a diverse community, it's gonna
It's
happen.
gonna happen.
But
You just have to be an adult about it and
and
just
set social boundaries. Set
yes.
those social boundaries.
Yes.
It's not just about boundaries sexually, it's boundaries socially.
Yes.
No, like for us, example is that we can't be around a lot of people who are too sauced.
No.
If we go to a meet and greet and people are getting wasted, sloppy, drunk, we're
That
out of there
that is
immediate.
a trigger.
Yeah.
Talk about a trigger. That is a trigger. We
Yeah.
are not alcoholics.
No.
We are not.
No.
But to have that kind of person around us that can't control themselves, yeah, it's very irritable to me. But
Meet people who they're visibly on
yeah,
drugs, heavy
yeah,
drugs. It's one of those things where the moment you see it, you just kind of back away and
yeah.
you're setting that social boundary. Sorry, but that's not for me.
Oh, and that's so
You know what
hard
I
for
mean?
me because I could tell so
Oh, I
quickly.
know. I know. And I can't, I'm oblivious.
So
I'm
quickly.
oblivious.
Like social boundaries for
Social
sure.
boundaries, do it to it
Mhm.
all the way. Growth isn't sexy, it's honest. I don't know. I think growth is pretty damn sexy
I
too.
mean, I have grown a lot.
You have grown a lot. I
Yeah.
think that's so sexy.
Swinging exposes cracks.
Yeah, especially butt cracks.
It does.
It
It
exposes
can.
cracks in your relationship. It can, if you're not in a relationship,
And
if you're
now I don't
solo.
wanna say cracks.
I feel like cracks
It's
is good.
no, it exposes different layers. So, like, we didn't always communicate. We thought we communicated pretty good,
We thought so. Yeah.
but we really didn't.
No.
And we started growing and growing. And could that be considered a crack?
Well,
It was just a
if
layer.
we didn't learn how to communicate better,
Yeah.
it was a crack.
Yeah.
If we didn't learn how to fix it and both grow, to be where we're at now, yeah, total crack. Because what we went through as being poly, you could have easily had resentment towards me if we
Yeah.
hadn't ever talked about things. There was a lot of stuff that we both revealed to each other when we communicated after stepping back from
Mhm.
poly, that I learned a lot more about you. I learned about our relationship. There was a lot of stuff that I did not know
Yeah.
that you knew. And so, yeah, I would definitely say that
I like it.
it it can expose cracks in
Yeah.
your relationship if you're solo, if you aren't in a relationship, how you interact with others, how you if you show respect, if you're pushy or anything like that's going to show it's going to show cracks in your
Mhm.
own self, and you have to be able to realize, you have to be able to sit back and go, okay, accountability time. Is it me? Is it
Yes.
me? You really gotta be honest with
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Don't just be honest with others, be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Take accountability for who you are and anything that you've done, and try to make it right.
Mhm.
Grow.
Mhm. For sure. And it forces communication. So like you wanna talk about
Everything.
and so you talk and that makes you grow, makes you
Mhm. Mhm.
understand, makes you I don't even know what the word is, but yes, it does that.
I freaking love you. Yeah, I really love that we have this podcast,
Yeah.
and primarily, I mean, yeah, going back to the validation is addicting, obviously. But I really love that we have this podcast because you have grown so much
Yeah.
over the span of that time, because just talking things through is very therapeutic. We have great communication with each other on average, but then you put on this show, and obviously we have even better communication. We have to talk about things
Yeah.
because our relationship is basically on the stage for the whole world to see. So we don't want to be fakes about this. What you see between us, this is real. This is our
Mhm.
relationship,
This is
whether we're
us.
hitting record or not. And that it takes a very emotionally strong, emotional intelligence
Yeah.
to be able
Mhm.
to do that. And
Mhm.
so I think growth is sexy.
It is.
I do. I do. So with that being said, what do you wish that somebody warned you about?
And what would you tell your past self?
Ooh, I know
Oof.
I would have a lot to say to
That's
my
a
past
whole
self.
'nother show.
Whole
Those 2
nother
questions are a whole
show.
'nother
I'm
show.
telling you. Actually, those are probably good topics. I may look into that. Anyways, if this episode made you feel seen, we're really glad that you're here.
And if you're new and you're feeling overwhelmed, you're not broken, you're just human.
Yeah, so if you want to share your story or what you wished you'd known, like I said earlier in the show, head to www.beyond-monogamy.com and submit a Beyond Monogamy confessional. It is completely anonymous, guys. It's incredible.
That's right, and while you're on the site, you can check out all of our other episodes. We have guest bios, we have blogs, we have merch, we have upcoming events, and a ton of resources that we built for the community.
Yes, and we're trying to bring more on board. Don't forget that you can also listen to Beyond Monogamy streaming on fullswapradio.com every Thursday at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Central.
Yeah, and don't forget to follow us. We can follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and share this episode with someone who might need it.
Pretty please, pretty
Yes.
please. And with that, we would like to say thank you for joining us. And as always, we will see you next week.
Bye.